Profits by William Harris. At the end of the day, every business is in the business of making money. This is not an exact quote, but it's a common phrase that is usually attributed to President Calvin Coolidge's quote, "The chief business of the American people is business." This is from a speech that he did in 1925 to the American Society of Editors. With this idea of profits being the sole priority of business in mind, it makes sense that renowned economist Thomas Friedman would claim that CSR is a detriment to the economy. CSR is an acronym for Corporate Social Responsibility. It's the idea that companies are socially responsible for the environment around them and the natural environment. Quote, but the doctrine of social responsibility, taken seriously, would extend the scope of political mechanism to every human activity. It does not differ in philosophy from the most explicitly collectivist doctrine. It differs only by professing to believe that a collectivist ends can be attained without a collectivist means. That is why in my book, Capitalism and Freedom, I've called it a fundamentally subversive doctrine in a free society, and have said that in such a society, there's one and only one social responsibility of business: to use its resources and engage in activities designed to increase its profits as long as it stays within the rules of the game, which is to say, engages in open and free competition without deception or fraud. Thomas Friedman believed three things. He believed that the point of a business is to dedicate its resources to grow the business. He believed that CSR would be a detriment to the economy. And he believed, finally, that in order to appeal to social responsibility, it must be a personal sacrifice. Why does social responsibility require personal sacrifice? Well, ultimately, Friedman believes that once a corporation dedicates resources to a particular cause, they alienate half of their clientele. The populace is split in half across the country regarding most issues, and companies must tread very lightly to not aggravate one side or the other. Free markets eliminate unbiased businesses' chances to finance good causes, but it also stops them from financing evil causes. Ultimately, according to Thomas Friedman, businesses should not be held accountable for anything besides increasing their worth. Quote, in a free society, it is hard for good people to do good, but that is a small price to pay for making it hard for evil people to do evil, especially since one man's good is another's evil. Should we accept Milton Friedman's view from the 1970s as a fact of business in today's world? Well, Johnson & Wales University claims that not only are business ethics crucial, but they are so important they've been adopted into law in many cases. Quote, business ethics are the standards a business implements and uses to guide behavior within the organization and the decision-making process among leaders and employees. Many of the moral principles and standards that are expected in any business environment have actually been codified into law. However, professionals in today's modern world and global economy are expected to go above and beyond compliance, consistently making international decisions that adhere to the organization's values. Johnson & Wales .edu claims that there are three problems that arise when a company does not comply to modern CSR: financial losses, legal ramifications, and brand damage. When Elon Musk, owner of the infamous SpaceX, was interviewed on the Joe Rogan podcast, he explained that modern environmental limitations on companies almost ruined his entire company. The amount of environmental safety groups and personnel groups that SpaceX had to appeal to in order to launch a rocket almost made them scrap the entire mission. Companies are forced to appeal to CSR whether they want to or not in today's market, and it has negative impact on aspiring businesses. The truth is, there needs to be balance. If a business is forced into corporate social responsibility, they will be spending other people's money in initiatives that do not help the company directly. However, with CSR, businesses are looked upon as greedy, and the people must go out of their way to help others. Without CSR, businesses are looked upon as greedy and must go out of their way to help others. I personally will lean closer to Thomas Friedman's view regarding CSR. However, I believe that we as a society need to incentivize people to take care of each other more and be willing to take care of the environment God blessed us with. Thank you.